It's busy around exit 407 off I-40, of course, our favorite exit to Tennessee 66 as folks heading in for the weekend. We just have a couple of more weeks before school in a lot of areas, so get those last-minute family vacations in already here in the month of July. Look for some busy traffic in Knoxville on I-40 as we head through the city of Knoxville, especially in the evening, 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. There's construction, and that's rolling construction throughout that whole area. Chapman Highway in the Seymour area, a lot of folks do take that alternate route into the Smoky Mountains. You'll find construction there, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. each weekday. And Alcoa Highway, got some construction off of that area as well. And also I-75 southbound in from Kentucky. Look for some slowdowns there. Look for your favorite tickets to all your favorite Smoky Mountain attractions with our best tickets. Just call 865-978-1152. That's 865-978-1152. And that's your look at traffic. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains.
Join the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark this summer for huge post-game fireworks shows every Friday and Saturday night home game. It's part of our summer fireworks series. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
This week we're highlighting different things going on around the island at Pigeon Forge.
Right now we are standing in front of the tram. The tram actually runs about every 10 or so minutes. They come and pick up everybody from the parking lot, which is right across the river, and then they bring you over here conveniently right in front of the island. So it's pretty nice, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, especially on hot days like this, you don't have to get out and walk around and everything.
Yeah.
Now back to you guys.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life, and as the weekend gets closer and closer, you want to make your plans. We want to save you some money. Call us at Mountain Fun Life Best Deals, 865-978-1152, so we can save you money on tickets to your favorite attractions in and around the Smokies. It's Frank Murphy here, along with Robert Owenby, with Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett, who's got a look at Smoky Mountain News headlines.
Well, over the weekend, we heard the sad news that actor Cameron Boyce, who was known for his roles in the Disney Channel franchise Descendants and the TV show Jessie, has passed away, and he was only 20 years old. And his death was confirmed by his family on Saturday night, and the cause of death was announced at that time as an ongoing medical condition. Now, we do have a local connection, as his grandmother was Joanne Boyce, one of the Clinton 12. Now, that's a group of African-American students who integrated Clinton High School.
And there's a great movie about it. You, Jim, are familiar with it as well. Yes. Keith McDaniel did a documentary several years back on the Clinton 12. It aired on the local PBS station. There's a DVD of it. It's worth looking up because Cameron, before he passed away, had come to East Tennessee for a screening of it with his grandma and with his sister. And apparently, from Keith McDaniel tells us that Cameron was a great kid, and he's personally affected by this loss.
I see. Now, in some new business news, the winner of the Daytona 500 in 2011, Trevor Bayne, has a new venture. It's called Mahalo Coffee Roasters. Now, if you'd like to visit it, you'll find it on Emory Road between Powell and Halls, and sounds like it's getting some good reviews already.
Yeah, just listen for the really fast cars driving by, and you'll know you're in the right place.
Probably has less to do with that Kona coffee. I love Kona coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, Hawaii is in the coffee growing zone, so mahalo is thank you in Hawaiian, and I'm thinking that maybe he's got to put one of these on his suit somewhere. You know, the mahalo coffee, because he can advertise his own thing, right? Is that allowed?
I would think so.
I would think so.
All right, because I got Mountain Fun Life. I got room for Mahalo. I got room for Trevor Bayne.
Trevor Bayne. You want to sponsor the show, Trevor? We're right here.
Hello.
We are. Yes. Well, we need to get him in here as a guest.
Well, we need and bring the coffee. That's what I need. I need more coffee.
Yes, bring the coffee. We don't really care about him so much. We just need the coffee. All righty. Zoo Knoxville has a request for you. If you have some trees you'd like to get rid of, they're asking people who may be cutting trees and shrubs, bring them to the zoo to help feed the animals. vehicles. Now, zoo officials say they need freshly cut trees have not been sprayed with pesticide. And if you'd like to drop off your tree or shrubs, just call the zoo ahead of time. You can probably even message them on Facebook, and they take deliveries from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And some of the trees they're looking for include Bradford pears, dogwoods, hackberry, sugar maples, elm, mulberry, chestnut oak, red oak, hickory, eastern redbud, river birch, hemlock tree, box elder, mimosa, and honeysuckle, as long as it is not in berry. Well, if you had an amusement park in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, what would you do with it?
Sell it?
Well, but other than that,
Oh, okay.
let's say you bought it.
Try to sell it.
Try to sell it.
Try to resell it. Well, that's pretty much what's happening with poor Ghost Town in the Sky. A lot of folks have great childhood memories of that park. Unfortunately, it's tried to reopen several times. It just has not made it. The last time they tried to open was 2014. There were some plans to open it this year in 2019. That fell through. Right now, the park, which is located on top of a mountain in Maggie Valley, beautiful vacation spot as well in the Smoky Mountains, the quieter side, the other quieter side of the Smokies. And but that's for sale. The asking price right now is $6 million.
I wonder if you
Pocket
could
change.
just buy it, like if you're a billionaire,
Pocket
just buy it and then don't open it to the public. Just make it your own personal vacation spot.
Wouldn't that be fun? Just
I'd like to do that.
You know,
Just bring your family up there. Yeah.
Well, I said it before. It was one of my most favorite memories as a child, watching them do the Ghost Town shootout.
Yeah.
And I
The
still can't
stuntmen,
remember
like a
where it's at.
Stunt show.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
find
yeah.
out. Let you know.
Yeah.
But if I had $6 million, I'd probably do it because.
Well,
I
that's
would
just
love
to
do it.
buy it. Then you're going to have to spend some money to.
I love jumping off buildings.
Fix it up.
I'm
Okay.
I'm an Army guy. I was in the Army back in Desert Storm.
There you go.
And I used to love to jump off buildings. It was
All right.
it was a lot of fun.
We should do that as a segment.
It would. We could.
I'd like to do that.
Who's got a building?
We have buildings. We have several right here. We even have a couple that are upside down.
I'm ready.
So it's like,
And
Right.
plenty of places to jump off with the zip lines and the bungee things.
I put a GoPro on you and go.
Yes.
I think we'd have somebody jump off the island, the wheel at the island, you know, and just get it all the way up to the top. We just jump out.
I don't.
Sure.
I won't be doing that.
Oh, yeah. It's got to have a
Well, me
landing
neither.
spot. That's
Yes.
part of the catch. Is that you don't just jump; you land. All right.
I would hope so.
All right.
Yes, really. And we do have the new law we've talked about before, and that was for handheld phone use while driving. And we have had some tickets written since it went into effect on July 1st, but maybe not as many as you think, or maybe more than you think. And in Sevier County, they wrote only 4 tickets.
Well, now I wonder, do they pull you over just for having the phone, or is it an additional violation if they catch you speeding or having a taillight out or some other, failing to signal, doing something like that?
That I'm not entirely sure of. I'm not a lawyer, nor do I play one on TV.
Okay.
But we,
I meant it rhetorically, but you know what
Sure.
I mean. Sometimes when they'll add these new things, it's like, well, we're going to catch you doing something obvious
Right.
that we always pull you over for, and then we discover that you're also in violation of the new law.
I would think they'd have to see you do that.
Yeah.
I don't know quite how you'd prove that after the fact, say after the accident.
Because it's not just your hands. You're not allowed to have the phone touching any part of your body.
Right.
So if you have talented knees and you're trying to text with your knees or hold the phone with your knees, and that still would count. You're not allowed to do that.
It's generally pretty obvious because when you're on the roads, you see people just veering.
Oh, they
all
slow
over.
down.
yes.
You think you guys who do text and drive don't do it, number one.
Stop. Yes,
But we know
stop.
we know what you're doing because you slow down and then you start drifting to the side of your lane. I mean, we know what it looks like.
It's so easy now. If you have Siri, you just go, "Hey Siri, text
Yeah.
so and so." That's what I do when I go on the road. I tried
Right.
to text Bob this morning, and it said, "Which Bob Denny?" I have 2 of Bob Denny's.
I have 2 Bob Denny's too.
Wow. Anyway,
That's
so
amazing.
that's why you didn't get the text this morning, Bob.
All right.
There you go. Alrighty then. And we're sad to report the loss of one of our area resorts, or at least a part of it. That's the Fremont Resort and Lodge in Townsend. The event center only was taken by fire last week, but the rest of the resort was not. Event center was empty at the time, 12:45 a.m., and fortunately empty, like I said, at the time, and no injuries, so that is always a plus. And Great Smoky Mountains National Park is there and ready for you. Just always wanted to mention, We have a lot of great businesses here in the Parkway, but we want to make sure that you spend some time in the great outdoors in the National Park, and it's busy, but a lot of fun at Cades Cove. My favorite picnic area is there as well. That's Metcalf Bottoms, and my wife and I like to take, we actually can't cook out where we live, but we take just a whole bunch and just cook it out when we go to Metcalf Bottoms.
Oh,
and,
all right.
Freeze it, and we
That
have
makes
about a month's worth of meat there.
Okay, go camping and cooking in the mountains. Oh,
Yes.
lovely. All right. All right. Well, very cool. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy, along with Brad Lovett, Jim Johnson, and Robert Olney. We'll be back with more coming right up. And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies. You're watching Mountain Fun Life. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy, and today we're chatting with Art Stump, who has a program on our sister network, IMTV, and also you've been involved in life in the Smokies since moving here how long ago?
I moved here in 1996, so
Wow.
been a while.
Well, tell us a little bit about The Art of Conversation, which is your show on our sister network.
The Art of Conversation is a show we do every Tuesday at 9 o'clock if you want to watch it live. Of course, you can catch it on Facebook anytime.
Nice.
You can watch the content. And we just have conversations with different folks. This morning I talked to Bob the plumber. I think you talked to him.
I did.
Recently. He's a character. Just a general conversation.
And your art and then conversations, so it's
Isn't that creative?
It's just
Isn't that
fantastic.
clever?
It's better than the stump of conversation. No
That's
offense.
true.
I mean,
That's true. I remember the first time we did that. Our executive producer, or whatever, Bob Denny, said when the camera goes live, say this is art with the art of conversation. I was like, oh, how long did it take you to come up with that?
clicked from there. Excellent.
But it did.
But you've got other interests. Obviously, you moved here to the Smoky Mountain area for work in
Right.
1996.
Right.
But I mean, you could have found another job. You could have left. You chose to stay.
I did. My company, Kitchen Collection, we're an outlet retailer.
Yeah.
Moved me here, but I stayed because it's really a great place to raise a family.
Yes.
I have three daughters. Where else can you go? And if you drive down the main street of your town, there's a ship.
Yep.
There's,
Titanic.
There's a King Kong climbing the Empire
the
State
Wax
Building.
Museum,
There's
exactly.
Upside down house.
Right. Wonderworks.
There's all
this
that.
is a quiz, right? You're quizzing.
I mean, there's a ski resort. There's all this stuff, but you don't have to go very far. 100 yards off the Parkway,
Yeah.
and you're out of the tourist trap.
Exactly.
And that's just what I liked about it. There's a lot to do. Knoxville's just down the road.
Oh yeah, when I come into Pigeon Forge, I often take like Whitechapel Road, just because you're driving through that scenic beauty and you feel like you're in the middle of the country, and then boom, all of a sudden there's the Motown Review.
Yeah. In the mountains, of course, you got the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
But it's a great community. I found that there's great people here, and it's just a wonderful place for kids.
Right. Now let's talk. We're talking with Art Stump about some of your other activities when you have time off, when you're not working at the kitchen outlet. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I definitely like to hike.
Mm-hmm.
I love to get in the Smoky Mountains as much as I can.
All right. So
and
where
hike.
specifically? If I'm coming to the Smokies for a hiking vacation, and I want to know, all right, well, here's Art, who's lived here since '96. He's got a couple of favorite trails. Where's a beginner trail and then a favorite trail?
Okay, I'm going to qualify that with saying I have heard from I saw it on Facebook, so it must be true. No, 97% of people who come to the Smoky Mountains never get out of their car.
I've heard that too.
So that's a bad thing.
You mean the park?
In the park.
I mean, 'cause it's not like you just keep
They
driving
go
to Georgia.
Go into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Yeah, yeah.
Beginner trail is probably as basic as this is, the Gatlinburg Trail, right in downtown Gatlinburg.
Oh, all right.
At the end of the strip, so to speak. You
Yeah.
can get on the Gatlinburg Trail, takes you up to the visitor center.
And he's
And it's
pretty
just
easy.
great. You walk right along the river. It's
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
It's a gravel trail. It's easy.
All right, challenge accepted. I'll go do that one.
That's a good one. Grotto Falls is a great trail. You can look these up easy.
Yeah.
If you Google them. Grotto Falls is not too bad. It's about 1.5 miles.
That's all right.
The challenging trail, the favorite trail, is to go up to Mount LeConte Lodge.
Oh, that's an adventure. You have to pack like a
You do
overnight bag or something.
Well, most people stay overnight. I've never stayed overnight.
Right. Like I have a rolling suitcase. Would that be okay?
It'd be okay if you want to carry it a
Oh.
long way.
So probably not for hiking a lot,
No.
Mount LeConte. All right.
No, but
All right.
So but any hike really is fun. It's
Now,
fun.
what else do you do in your spare time? You've got some music in you.
A little bit. Music. Give me a
Well,
play.
music and the mountains go hand in hand.
That's true. I play for a praise band at Evergreen Church. I play keyboards, guitar once in a while.
So if we wanted to stop by and visit you, would be when? Sunday, Wednesday, what day?
Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock, Evergreen Church. We meet at the River Plantation Conference Center, which is right off of the Parkway, actually up from most people can find Belk.
Yeah,
It's up at the top of the hill from Belk, River
All right.
Plantation.
absolutely. And then, so Art Stump, The Art of Conversation, Tuesdays, 9 o'clock on our sister network, IMTV, Sundays at church, and the rest of the time out hiking through the Smokies, right?
Pretty much.
Beautiful.
That kind of works.
All right, well, I appreciate your time coming by.
Thank you. Thanks for.
All right,
thanks for
this is Mountain Fun Life.
Join the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark this summer for huge post-game fireworks shows every Friday and Saturday night home game. It's part of our summer fireworks series. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like, the most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
You're watching Morning in the Mountains. I'm Brad Lovett with a look at your vacation weather. And we do welcome you to the Smoky Mountains. And of course, if you live here, it's all the better. And weather is going to look a lot like it did last week and even the week before, with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. And of the scattered variety, almost any day of the week, it's pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Some of those do occasionally get severe. And we're going to have those temperatures near 90, high 80s, very low 90s all week long. And of course, you'll want to find a place to stay cool in the afternoon, and that could be Dollywood Splash Country, could be any place with water. Douglas Lake, of course, nice place to swim and boat as well. And of course, indoor theater at the Ford Cinema is also a Smoky Mountain Opry, and the new National Enquirer Live Museum. All those places have plenty of air conditioning. Ripley's Aquarium too. So get cool during the daytime and enjoy the evening as well, because it's usually pretty nice. And again, we'll look at those scattered showers and thunderstorms today. And of course, we've got your best tickets for all your favorite Smoky Mountain indoor and outdoor attractions. And you can give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you plan your vacation with our very own personal concierge type service. It's 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152. And that's a look at your weather. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains.
Good morning, it's Kira and Savannah from Morning in the Mountains. Today we're focusing on different things to do in Pigeon Forge and at the island itself.
So right now we are in front of Old Smoky, and we are actually sitting on the stage of Old Smoky, where they do performances every day except for Sundays and Wednesdays. So it's pretty nice. It's all local. So it's about bluegrass, country, a lot of that different stuff. So yeah, come on down to the island and come see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out here, and make sure to bring your family on down because you don't want to miss these moments like this. Now back to you guys.
Oh, that was hot.
It is.
Hey, it's Junior Rusty Ranger again. I'm going to be here every morning to give you more tips about the Smoky Mountains and what to do and where to play and hike and how to stay safe. And I'm keeping my eyes peeled for Denny Bear. Would you help me look for him? He should show up anytime soon. And he might even tell us a little more about the Smokies. He sure lives deep inside them. Well, back to the news.
This is Mountain Fun Life, and you're watching our show called Morning in the Mountains. I'm Frank Murphy, along with Robert Ownby, with Jim Johnson, with Brad Lovett, and we're taking a look at what's going on, information you need to enjoy the Smokies.
And we have a new exhibit at Titanic Museum Attraction. We got to get a sneak peek this week, and that is life jackets. There are only 12 life jackets that were recovered from the Titanic disaster back in 1912. And 6 of those are on display right here at Titanic Museum Attraction on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. If you've never been here, you can't miss it, basically. Just on the Parkway.
It's a huge boat.
Big boat with no water around it.
Yeah.
And so you'll see that. But we had a nice time. I want to thank them for letting us be part of that event as we saw the life jackets and some of the descendants of the
survivors.
Of the survivors. So, one of them saw his ancestor's life jacket for the very first time this past week.
That's very cool.
That'd be pretty special.
So, so that is very special.
If it weren't for that life jacket, that guy wouldn't be there to look at the life jacket.
That is true.
Right there is why I'm here today.
Yeah. There you go.
Funny how that all works sometimes. But anyway, that is going to be open until the end of the year. So plenty of time to get down there and see it. Dollywood, of course, it's still the summer event, and they have extended hours for their summer celebration. And of course, the new Wildwood Grove is also open. And if you've not had a chance to take a look, be sure to do that. Always a good deal to get those season passes as well when you get that one-day admission to Dollywood. And do have a chance.
If you're buying a
to
one-day ticket, you can use that money toward the purchase of a season pass at the end of the day. Like, I want to come back. You know, you may as well buy the season ticket. I think it's probably cheaper than buying 2 or 3 tickets.
It's true, even if you're coming back just one more time.
Yeah.
Like, say, now and Christmas, for example.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to miss Christmas there and opening when they put the flowers up in April. It's beautiful.
It's
so
always
many things going on at Dollywood. If you're in this area,
It's like they've figured out how to be successful and attract tourists.
yes.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And of course, Dollywood's company now has a Pirate's Voyage, the newest show in town, or one of the newest ones.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Let's
go.
I want to see it.
Let's go.
We can't wait to see that as well. And just a reminder, if you're around animals, we all should know this, that we don't try to take selfies with them. And if you have a Nova farm that has a zebra, you don't go there. And definitely don't try to pet the zebra. You may end up in the hospital and on the news, and that's probably even more embarrassing.
Instead of petting wild zebras that don't belong to you, go to one of the many actual attractions in and around the Smoky Mountains. We'll save you money when you call our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152. And that way you can enjoy more stuff with you and your family by saving money on the price of admission. For Brad Lovett, Jim Johnson, and Robert Ownby, I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment.
Our new Mountain Fun Life channel launches June 24th.
On it, you can see news, weather, and magazine-style information.
We take a dash of a triangle, a little salt and pepper. You need salt and pepper for everything.
June 24th.
On it, you can see news, weather, and magazine-style information, all regarding Sevier County and surrounding areas.
Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Frank Murphy here with Robert Ownby, Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett. Brad, we're doing so well so far today. Let's take another look at Smokies news.
And welcome to Morning in the Mountains right here in the Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. And speaking of the Smoky Mountains, here on Mountain Fun Life, I'm here with Dana Sowen as our guest. I did pronounce that right, correctly?
You did great.
Dana, it's so good to have you with us. And It's good for the folks who are visiting to know about all the information and the goings on here in the mountains. And I think maybe that you're just the one that can give us the information that we need. And so I understand that you have some new tourism stats so people can kind of find out how many people are coming in to visit these beautiful mountains of ours.
The Smokies has been the most visited national park now for many years, and we just broke another record. So we've seen 11.4 million visitors come into the park, and this year in particular, in 2019, we've set a monthly visitation record every month now except for February. So usually this time period, we are seeing now 1 million additional guests than we did over 2018. So what that means for people coming to the mountains is to make sure that they are prepared for their visit so they can come at maybe at a less congested time if they're worried about traffic. So I recommend that people think about early mornings and midweek so that they can make sure they've planned plenty of time to get to the trailhead or their destination.
So what you're saying is that a new record is being set every month?
Except for February.
Except for February. And every other month of the year, except for February, you all are setting a new record for visitors to the national park.
A lot of that has to do with the new section of roadway that we just opened last year. And so that section of the Foothills Parkway will take people from Walland to Wares Valley along about a 15-mile roadway that's connected with 9 bridges. It's a spectacular driving experience. It just makes you feel like you're hanging on the edge of the park.
So that one is finished, that goes into Wares Valley?
We opened it in November last year.
Opened it in November. You know, I haven't even been on that one yet. I can imagine that it is just sheer beauty to travel that parkway. And that is just, I'll have to go up. I've got to go up. I'm local. I should have already known that. I should have been on that and found that out. But anyway, what about the events that you have going on?
Well, we have daily programs that people can take part in at our main visitor center areas, so places like Kate's Cove, Oconaluftee, and Sugarlands. We have special programs at our campgrounds, and in particular this year, the community around Cosby, Tennessee has come together and are offering special programs at the Cosby Campground Amphitheater every Friday night. So you can go there and enjoy some old-time music. You can hear some stories from people that used to live in that area before the park was established. They're even going to have some Cherokee storytellers here in a couple of weeks.
I fit into that category, or at least my great-grandfather who lived in the first Sugarlands look-off as you go up into the park. The Sugarlands, he owned several acres, Ogle.
Well, those are the kind of stories that people are fascinated with, and it's so much richer to hear them from someone that's either a descendant or we still have people that actually lived in the park that are there to tell the stories. So I encourage people to check that out on Friday nights.
So this is the Cosby celebration.
Celebrating Cosby, and the really unique thing is that they are programs led by people in the community and not necessarily park rangers.
Right. That sounds terrific. Now, about the bear and elk migration, what can you tell us about that?
Well, we always want to remind people how they can be prepared for being in bear country.
Right.
And so this time of year, the bears are really busy eating berries. The blackberries are ripening up at lower elevations. The blueberries are starting to ripen at the higher elevations. And so they're really focused on trying to take in those summer fruits and nourishment. So we just remind people to keep your food, your garbage, put up so the bears aren't tempted to those unnatural foods.
Exactly. In other words, do not feed the bears. It can be dangerous, so you don't want to do that. I know it's tempting. And please do not attempt to take a selfie with a bear. That wouldn't work out too well. Be sure that you stay at a distance, right?
At least 50 yards, and that allows you to be safe, and it allows us to keep those bears wild. So we're encouraging everyone to just follow Bear Wise policies when they're out there so that they can enjoy the visit and just capture the moment. And you don't need to do that with the selfie.
Right. And those folks, those are the bare facts. Be sure and follow those for your own safety and for the sake of keeping the bears and the deer, the elk, whatever else you see, even wild turkeys. Last time I was in Cades Cove, I saw flocks of wild turkeys. And a lot of people may not realize that those gobblers, the male, they have those spurs. And if you get too close, now they can turn on you and they can turn in a hurry. So remember, distance is the key.
And they're a lot of fun to watch.
They sure are. And the wildlife, that is one of the main things that I love to see if I'm going to Cades Cove or through the park in general. I like to observe the wildlife, and it's just so much fun because a lot of people, if they live in the city, they never see anything like this.
It's a great opportunity to see elk, and if people want to see them, the most reliable place to see them is to drive across the mountain, across Newfound Gap Road, over to the area of Cherokee and the Econo-Lefty Visitor Center. And if you're there kind of early in the morning or around dusk, you're likely to see the elk herd out there in the Econo-Lefty fields.
And the elk are moving into this area over into the East Tennessee
Well,
area,
we
correct?
had a couple of elk come across the mountain recently.
Oh, okay.
And so we had one for the last couple of weeks hanging around Sugarlands Visitor Center, and we've had one in Townsend. Now, we understand that it looks like they've gone back, but that's only to be expected because that's where the herd is.
Right.
But that could be happening throughout the summer until the breeding season. In breeding season, they're all going to flock to either Econo-Lefty or Cataloochee, where the rest of the herd is.
Okay, we thank you so much for joining us on Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life, and we thank you, Dana, for coming in with some valuable information. So thank you very much for watching Morning in the Mountains.
Join the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark this summer for huge post-game fireworks shows every Friday and Saturday night home game. It's part of our summer fireworks series. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Good morning, here Morning in the Mountains Sports Edition. Here myself, Jim Johnson, along with Frank Murphy, talking about sports in the Smoky Mountains. It's a great time to be in the Smoky Mountains today because tonight,
Baseball.
Tennessee Smokies are playing the Mobile Bay Bears. So make sure you come to the Smoky Stadium this evening.
Take me out to the ball game. We can do the whole bit like Harry Carey.
Oh, God. See, I grew up in the Chicago area, so.
Oh, wow.
Cubbies and
Now,
Sox.
I grew up in the New York area, and my play-by-play announcer was University of Tennessee great Lindsey Nelson.
Oh, wow.
Who moved to New York and covered the Mets back in the day when I was a kid.
Oh,
so Lindsey Nelson, a legend from this area, famous network broadcaster, but he was my Harry Carey. He was my Vin Scully.
Oh, man.
Isn't that cool? And then
I
you come
didn't remember
here,
those things.
I moved to Tennessee, and there's Lindsey Nelson Stadium. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Do you think that had any effect in our life of being what we do today, being online? I love that stuff. You know,
oh, yeah.
Going
when
around.
you watch a legendary broadcaster and you get all excited and then you want to go into broadcasting, absolutely it has an
And
effect.
the pitch is in.
And there you go.
Strike three.
So we got to get Jim over there at the ball game to do some play-by-play for us. And, of course, all the great food at Smoky Stadium with Calhoun's and everybody else serving
Oh,
out.
my goodness. Yeah,
And-
Monday nights, they got the hot dog buck night, $1 night
yeah.
for hot dogs. And on Wednesday nights, they have the all-you-can-eat Calhoun's
All right.
For a certain price.
So
But
this
great
homestand
stuff.
runs tonight through next Tuesday.
The
That's
16th.
a
They're going to be
nice
playing.
long time.
They're going to be playing from the 11th through the 16th, which is going to be great.
So plenty of opportunities to get over there and enjoy a baseball game with the family. They call it the most fun you'll have at a baseball game or something like that. The most fun baseball park in America. I forgot the name of it, the little catchphrase.
It is a blast. I mean, they are very energetic at the Smokies baseball stadium. It is something that you need to go do. If you've not been to that, or you're in the area in the Smoky Mountains and you're thinking about what can I do Thursday night tonight on the 11th, or tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
They let me throw out a first pitch one time, last year or the year before. You should do that.
That would be great.
I
would
was
love
panicked. I practiced in my front yard and with my poor wife. But I got it. It did not hit the dirt. I made it the entire length because I kept practicing.
That's one of those standout moments. You want to make sure that you are ready to throw out that first pitch, folks.
Yes.
So I'll have to practice that too.
We
It's
got
been
it.
a
We
while
got
since
it.
I've thrown a baseball,
Gotta
but
get you out there.
I love it. So thank you for joining us on another episode of Sports in the Smoky Mountains on Morning in the Mountains.
Join the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark this summer for huge post-game fireworks shows every Friday and Saturday night home game. It's part of our summer fireworks series. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's best deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies.
Good morning, here Morning in the Mountains Sports Edition. Here myself, Jim Johnson, along with Frank Murphy, talking about sports in the Smoky Mountains. It's a great time to be in the Smoky Mountains today because tonight,
baseball,
Tennessee Smokies are playing the Mobile Bay Bears. So make sure you come to the Smoky Stadium this evening.
Take me
Join
out.
the Smokies at America's friendliest ballpark this summer for huge post-game fireworks shows every Friday and Saturday night home game. It's part of our summer fireworks series. Book your 9-inning vacation at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Join us again on Mountain Fun Life. You're watching Morning in the Mountains.